Hey guys, this is Wizard here, bringing you a build video. I know the hype of the new expansion is all over the place. I'm starting up my YouTube channel really hard and fast again. And I started college just about a week ago again, and haven't been active lately. Um, let's just get right into it. Let's just talk about it. But see, I'm gonna be really mad if y'all can't see these stats, cause uh. I have paid monthly for Exploit Gamecaster, but I can't find something that can edit the video and transfer it into 1080p for you guys. So if the video is a little bit blurry, the build description will be in below. There will be a link below. So if y'all want to check that out, just click on it. Just click on it. It's beautiful. I swear. Okay, let's get into the video. So, we have all Berserker trinkets. I don't have all Berserker trinkets right now because I'm saving up for my last one. And my back piece, I forgot the name of it because I just forget, but it's Power Toughness Healing Power for that little extra healing power that you get, right? Alright. Your gear. It's going to be half Knights, half Assassins for your armor. I don't have full Ascended yet, but I have one piece that's still exotic that I need to be Ascended. Now, since it is Ascended, you will get, once you get everything up to Ascended, you should have around 3,000 armor, which is, in my opinion, a great soft cap, or 2,800 armor if you're really feeling confident. So, what runes I like to use is Rune of the Hullbreak. Why do I like to use Rune of the Hullbreak? Because you gain might for 10 seconds on 25% chance you're struck, and it has a 5-second cooldown. So you're fighting someone like a thief that's just wailing on you with his dagger. It's like yeah, you just get a lot of might, extra gain from it for every 5 seconds. Well, it's a 25% chance, so you might not get it. So it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it, guys. All right, you get plus 20% might duration and minus 20% condition damage. Duration applied to you. This is phenomenal. We're not running a Shout Guardian build, so we need this. We need that minus 20% condition duration against Necros and Condition Thieves and Condition Warriors and all the other condition stuff in the game that's completely broken, in my opinion, despite what people may have you believe. Now let's get into the weapons. I have the Legendary Sunrise, and I'm saving up materials for a new legendary weapon when the expansion comes out, because I want to be one of the first ones to have a new legendary weapon. All the weapon stats are going to be Knights. You want Superior Sigil of Strength, which 6% chance on a crit, gain might for 10 seconds, has a 1-second cooldown on your greatsword, or whatever you want to put it on. And Superior Sigil of Accuracy plus 7% chance, 7% critical chance, that's what it says. So when I do this, when I switch to my greatsword, I have 53% critical chance, and in the build down below, it'll probably be somewhere around 60 or something, because I have all the infusions. I don't have all the infusions at the moment, and all of my gear isn't even fully done. So, onward with that. Alright, for your scepter, or sword, or hammer, or whatever you want to use, 60% chance on a crit, gain might for 10 seconds. Cooldown 1 second. Standard, I use this because Smite, number of impacts 16, so cooldown 1 second, and you're critting a lot, you have 45% crit chance. So 16 impacts might give you somewhere around maybe 8 to 9 might. Knowledge is power. Yes, it is. Sigil of Battle. Gain 2 stacks of might every 20 seconds when you swap this weapon in combat, and cooldown is 9 seconds. So, they supposedly nerfed it. No, I still think 2 stacks of might is more than enough. You get it for 20 seconds, And in that 20-second cooldown, you can swap your weapon twice for a burst of damage if you time it properly. Okay? Now, let's get into the traits. I go 1, 1, 5, 6, 1. Why do I do this? Because in Zeal, you have one of the best minor traits in the game. Create a symbol of wrath when you're struck with below the health threshold, 50% health threshold. And symbols do a lot of damage if you're a guardian. They do a ridiculous amount of damage. As if a warrior's just trying to 100 blaze you, and he's just being dumb, or a necro's just standing there in plague form, throw down a couple of symbols, they're gonna melt. Now, for Radiance, my next minor trait. When activating Virtue of Justice, nearby foes are blinded. Okay, this is extremely good because that is the extra blind we get alongside with Ray of Judgment. That's 2 blinds total. Okay, there are more blinds in this build, but we'll get to that later. In Valor, I go 5 for gain might when you block attacks. So your opening block gives you a stack of might. Your second block, if you want to pop it, gives you a stack of might. A Shield of Wrath, every time you block, that's 3 stacks of might. That's constant might that you're gaining, and that can add up. Trust me, it adds up. Symbol are larger. So I like to use this simply because on our greatsword we have a symbol of wrath, and people don't think of it very much, but when you leap through it, it gives you light aura is pretty good when you're coming against a bunch of foes. If you're outnumbered or something, it can really put an edge in your fighting style that most people don't think of. Now, when this is larger, this ties in with the first minor trait of Zeal. So you have a symbol down, you switch to your greatsword, that's 2 symbols down, and it creates a wide area. Now, we all know Guardians do not have good mobility. So with this, you can move around in your symbols, and your enemy will either have to pull back, or he'll just stay around you, and you won't have to move anywhere, and you'll still do more damage over time. Empowering Might. Nearby allies gain might when you land a crit. You also gain might when you land a crit. So every time you're critting, you gain a stack of might, which goes great with our might stacking abilities and our high critical chance. Force of Will. Guardians have the lowest health pool naturally in the game, and since this build isn't really built to take much damage, although it does have quite a lot of sustain, this will put you up into that 17k to 16 to 18k. That's my soft cap for 16 to 18k health on Guardians. If you have a different cap, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to use this. If you want to switch out the Knights with some Sentinels, you could go with Two-Handed Mastery, which reduces recharge on two-handed weapon skills by 20%. Now, going into virtues, our last minor trait. Whenever you activate a virtue, you gain either 3 might stacks, regeneration, or protection, which you can see here. Virtue of Justice gives you might. Excuse me. Virtue of Resolve gives you regeneration. Virtue of Courage gives you protection. These are all very good minor traits, which really helps you out with sustain, with the protection, regeneration, and you deal extra damage with Virtue of Justice. Now into the Valor tree, I skipped this for a specific reason. You'll find out now. Reduce recharge on meditations. This is a meditation build, but if you want to run shouts, that's perfectly fine. You can switch this out for pure voice and run sentinels or something with soldier runes or trooper runes or whatever they're called, and have just as much sustain, probably twice the sustain and twice the condition removal. So with this, 36-second cooldown, Judge's Intervention, 16-second cooldown on Smite Condition, and 48 cooldown on Contemplation of Purity. Meditations grant Fury. This is great because this means we are constantly bursting with plus 20% critical chance with every single one of our meditations, and now renewed focus counts as a meditation, so that's extra fury you're gaining. Judge's Intervention allows you to teleport to enemy and do damage, fire damage that does over time, and you can while you're in an animation, you can use this and still be in the animation when you teleport, which I like, which helps with the mobility factor of the Guardian being one of the slowest classes in the game other than the Mesmer. Smite Condition, cure condition and damage nearby foes, double damage if condition is cured. I love when I'm fighting thieves, because they'll hit me with a little bitty ninja thing, whatever it is, and they'll be close to me and I'll try to get a backstab. I have hit up to 3,000 damage on this alone when there's a condition on me. Cures a condition and gives me fury. It hits 5 targets. Alright, that's ridiculous. You're like, oh, with a condition only does 1,000 damage. I have hit up to 3,000 critical with a critical hit on Smite Condition, and it's every 16 seconds. Contemplation of Purity. 48-second cooldown, but you convert the conditions you're suffering into boons. So if a Necro throws all of its conditions down on you at once, you convert all of those into boons when you use that, and you grant Fury. So they just burn all of their cooldowns, and you just gain a bunch of boons and a bunch of damage that you can use. This is a very effective build. The build will change when Heart of Thorns comes out. I'm planning on making a Guardian build that's similar to this, but I want to see what the subclasses are, and it'll take me a long time to get a video out for that, because I do want to experiment some with it when the expansion drops. So, you guys have a good day, and God, look how sexy he is with the sunrise. Come on, you guys gotta get a sunrise. I know there's new legendaries coming out, but you gotta keep this. And remember, throw down a like below. Likes help me a lot, helps the channel, and it keeps me motivated to keep bringing you guys content. Have a good day, and keep it sexy.